Welcome to Skyrim for seniors. I've cleaned up the inventory. It's heavier than it should be. I'm not exactly sure why. I think maybe it's got to do with one of the eyes of the farmer. It's actually the only thing I can figure out because, well, wait a minute. I've got a necklace here. That's only half weight, whatever the weight is. Has to be, yeah, that's it. 5 weight from 23 to 28. One of these eyes of the farmer is not a quest item, is what it is. Okay, so let's figure out where this Twilight Sepulchre is. Oh, where the heck is that? Crack Tusk Keep, Knife Point Ridge. Half Moon Mill. Okay. Really? Wait a minute. Why have I got two? Oh. Yes, there we go. Now let's cross this river. Or stream is more like the... And let's get it into daylight. All right. Ah, well. Why in the world was that? What's this all about? In my part of the country, that would be called a devil's circle. Wow, look at this. I can't catch those. I've never been able to catch those. Whoa, there's fish. Setting up camp here near the mushroom grove. Interested in seeing what exactly is causing their enhanced growth in this area. Today I'll be heading out to see what kind of effect the mushrooms and nearby Nernroot are having on the ecosystem downstream. And my guess is you never came back, huh? Durirum durinus. Whatever the heck that is, some sort of Latin, of course. All right. And we're headed cross country to the someplace or other. Naturally, I ran across an ore vein, iron ore. Well, hello, Brr Fox. And those that have never heard of Brr Fox need to read Joel Chandler Harris's Song of the South. I have no idea why it's not read anymore. I think somebody has decided that it's racist, but they're idiots. The wisest person in it, well, the animals, of course, are wise. Some of them are silly, but the wisest human is the old black man, the old wise black man. Pretty standard Southern lore. A respected older black man, respected by both blacks and whites. But I don't suppose that story needs to get out anywhere in the North. It would ruin their own story. And they wouldn't want to mess up their story, their neat little story that they have. They wouldn't want to mess it up with the complicated and messy truth. Speak to the Nightingale Sentinel, okay? Well, I guess I don't need a bow if I'm going to be speaking to the Sentinel. Oh, wow, another big room.
I don't recognize you, but I sense that you're one of us. Who are you?
I'd ask the same question of you.
The last of the Nightingale Sentinels, I'm afraid. I've defended the sepulchre alone for what seems like an eternity.
The last? What happened to the rest?
We were betrayed by one of our own kind. In fact, I'm to blame for what's happened here.
How are you to blame?
I was blinded. Blinded by dark treachery masquerading as friendship.
Oh, no.
Perhaps if I had been more vigilant, then Mercer Frey wouldn't have lured me to my fate and stolen the skeleton key.
Wait a moment. You're Gallus?
I haven't heard that name in a long time. How do you know of me?
I have the key.
The key! You have the skeleton key! I never thought I'd see it again. And Mercer Frey?
Dead.
Then, it's over, and my death wasn't in vain. I owe you a great deal, Nightingale.
Wow. Not sure about this one. The truth is, I did this to honor the guild.
You've done the guild a great deed, and although they may not show it, I'm certain they appreciate your sacrifices. My only regret is that you had to undertake this task alone.
Carlia helped me.
Carlia? She's still alive? I feared she'd befallen the same fate, ending up a victim of Mercer's betrayal.
Then take the key and right all the wrongs.
Nothing would bring me more pride than to return the key, but I'm afraid it's impossible. From the moment I arrived here, I felt myself, well, dying.
How can a spirit die?
The sepulchre isn't merely a temple or a vault to house the key. Within these walls is the Ebonmere, a conduit to Nocturnal's realm of Everglow. When Mercer stole the key, that conduit closed, severely limiting our ties to her.
Then I'll have to proceed. Then I'll have to proceed alone.
I'm afraid so. I'm weakening, and I can feel myself slipping away. The years without restoration of my power have taken their toll. Whatever damage has been caused can only be corrected by following the pilgrim's path to the Ebonmere and replacing the key.
Okay.
Good luck, Nightingale.
Okay. Oh, wait.
Yes, my friend. How may I help?
What will I face in the Pilgrim's Path?
I wish I could help you, but I've been a prisoner in this very chamber for the last quarter century. The only possible help I've come across are the remains of some poor fellow who is trying to follow in your footsteps. Perhaps his journal can help? Good luck, Nightingale.
I don't know why Anders talked me into this plan. He said the place would be full of riches, but I've yet to see even a single gold coin. To make matters worse, I think the other priests are beginning to suspect we aren't who we say we are. If they discover we're posing as priests of Nocturnal, I'm sure they're not going to simply ask us to leave nicely. I'll have to watch my step. As an acolyte of Nocturnal, I've been assigned a mentor, old dark elf fellow by the name of Lithellus. Maybe if I act the part, I can pry some information from him about the Pilgrim's Path. Anders swears to me that all of the temple's wealth is stashed within their inner sanctum, which supposedly sits at the end of the path. So my job is to get us through the obstacles alive. Lithellus was easier to coax than I expected. Gave me a wealth of information on the Pilgrim's Path, but he was speaking in riddles. I'll try to record what I remember here and share it with Anders after he's done with his mentor. The only thing Lithellus seemed clear about was that there were 5 tests on the path. This was what he said about each. Shadows of their former selves, sentinels of the dark. They wander evermore and deal swift death to defilers. Above all they stand, vigilance everlasting, beholden to the murk, yet contentious of the glow. Offer what she desires most, but reject the material, for her greatest want is that which cannot be seen, felt, or carried. Direct and yet indirect, the path to salvation, a route of cunning, with fortune betraying the foolish. The journey is complete, the Empress's embrace awaits the fallen. Hesitate not if you wish to gift her your eternal devotion. He also mumbles some nonsensical phrases like night is the new day and how he was the ghost of the sun. I have no idea what these cryptic sentiments mean, but hopefully during tomorrow's ritual, Anders and I will put everything we've learned to the test. Not going to let me pick it up. What is that?
I sense a presence.
Elven arrows. Cabbage. Okay, so there's some kind of kind of sort of spectral creatures. They look like they're dressed in nightingale attire, nightingale armor. So I guess that means they're former looks like some sort of auditorium. podium? Yeah, that's a podium. Huh, cool. I never understand what those things in that the things like what that were in that whatever that book said, the journal. I don't even try to figure out what they said. Those things, they're always cryptic, and they're purposely cryptic. And oh, they're like we're already here. Right. Now, I use this to take my restoration to 100. Because what happens here is when you move into the light, it hurts you. And so what you can do, well, I didn't do that right. You have to do that. There you go. Is you can set this up. You have to set yourself up just right. Just enough light. That you can heal yourself. But not so much that you kill yourself. It's sort of tough. Apparently I can't get it. But I'm going to be doing this until I go to 90, so what I'm probably going to do here is, since it's unlikely that I can talk and say anything of any interest whatsoever. And no one will be interested in this. I'm going to call a halt to this one and then return when I'm through, and I'll do this offline and then return when I'm finished, and so I'll see you after a while.